everyone! Welcome. We're commentating on... okay. So, 17 is here as well. Let me crop him in.
Cropped out.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay, so... Welcome everyone. We missed the handshake, but the game has started, and we've got Lula versus Gianluca. Who Gianluca is also actually a darling.
Is he?
Well, not this one, but in general we have Chris Random. Sorry, not Chris Random. Sorry, Chris Random came into my head because Chris Lorenzo. Yeah, Chris Lorenzo is also Gianluca.
That would have been too
Carlos,
funny
I think.
if
Hey,
he was
Chris
actually-
Random and Waterford Wizard. And Bullet, Quixote. Hello, welcome everyone. Hello, Guy Flavius, South Park, Dead Monka, and Ethan.
Somebody said first, but they weren't first.
Hey, Psyduck. Hey, Lamprocles, gang gang. Sorry. This was a very rushed introduction, but we've got Lula here playing in the Maia Chess Open. It is round 5 today.
Are we on a delay?
Yeah, there's a 10-minute delay on the board, so we're going to have to put in the moves in a bit. But I will just say that she was expecting e4. So she was actually expecting e4, and she had prepared the King's Indian... Wait, let me just... my OCD is coming in.
Like King's Indian against the French, or?
She was going to play the French, and she was prepared for King's Indian attack against it. So we're out of prep, darlings.
Yeah.
And worms. Also,
Wait,
thanks for the follow.
So
Welcome to the Worm
it
Town.
was like,
So
what is this,
wait,
like
let
a
me just
Verisov attack or
let
whatever
me
it's called?
just Verisov. I don't know what language Patrick is speaking here, but
Isn't that what it's called?
d4,
I don't know,
d5, and
I
then
don't know
bishop
D4.
to g5. I mean, it's a weird Champowski.
Yeah, but it's not a Trembowski.
It ain't.
That's why it's a Verisov.
Gianluca Random Nove now.
We missed predictions.
Predictions for what?
Darn it.
If it was going to come on or what? Hodgkinson, thank
No,
you.
because it's Tuesday and it's 5 p.m.
Oh, yeah. No profit. We missed profit.
Done some good content here. Hodgkinson attack.
Oh, wait, let me move Minimundo out of here.
I'll go for our openings here real quick. I want to see what it's called.
Bad luck for Lula. D4
Levitsky attack, apparently.
isn't really a seldom move. Yeah, but when you're prepared for an opponent... Okay, it's called Levitsky. Well, I mean, it's not the most aggressive move in the world. You can also just play h6 and kick the bishop. Seems like the most natural move here. h6, kick the bishop.
H4, and then, I mean, I guess the point is that you're not gonna...
Okay, and then you can just develop your knight. Now the bishop is on a worse diagonal.
But you're
If they take, then we just take with the e-pawn, develop our bishop to d6 castle. This pawn is actually not bad.
But now I don't think it makes a difference whether you play h6 or not, because I think you're going to play h5 anyway at some point in the structure, usually. It's like the same thing in the there's this Caro-Kann line. I don't know what it's called because I don't know any opening names, but where you just have the 4 pawns on the king side and then you just push your king side up, and eventually you try to play get an attack there. This is kind of something, if you're an e4 player, like an e4 player yourself, and you're a French player, you're probably not too happy with this. If you're a Caro player, I think you're pretty happy here.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Lula's a French player, so she's
Exactly.
still happy. Okay, f6.
Yeah, I'm not
Is
happy.
that f6?
That's what I'm saying. Not happy. This is a French
What is
player's-
that?
It's a French player's move.
d4, d5, bishop here, and now f6. Good thing Ben Feingold isn't here.
I like how you keep covering the board just because it's not important.
We have the board here.
Yeah.
Hello, GM Smurf. Lula dominating as always. Yes, Lula is definitely dominating now with her F6 with her little juice box. Cutie juice box.
I'm curious, like, have people?
It's the best move. Oh right, okay. Well, Chris knows more about chess than I do.
But
maybe it is. That would not be my instinct. Better than E6. Well, true. E6 is a little bit, you know.
It's a good point, Psyduck.
A little bit.
That's actually, it's a bullet opening, you know.
Not good.
It probably is.
So actually, F6 has been played 556 times in the database. Hello, Kjol, running a table at a library. Ooh, good luck with that.
It's something I would avoid at all costs, though. I don't know.
I think immediate C5 is an also cone reaction, yeah. Sorry, I keep cutting off. By the way, you can introduce yourself with your new bio! We've got 17 here who can introduce
with my new bio
himself.
Well, I'm going to start streaming as soon as Diana finishes my overlay, which might be tomorrow, so you can tune in. Twitch.tv/17. I'm going to be doing... hopefully some
or you can just click. Oh, actually, let me add it to my
and
channel
also,
as well.
Maybe I'll do some chess studying. Maybe I'll do some essay writing, focus streams. We'll see.
Ooh, fun! We really have a wild channel over there.
Capitalize it properly. My goodness.
Oh yeah. 1 second.
Jenna's struggling to spell my name.
But you're not coming up here. You don't exist.
That's weird.
Oh. Ah! 17 has a new profile picture! Look at that! Do you recognize who was in that photo?
I even changed my capitalization. I didn't know that was a thing. I've always been annoyed because that's how I entered it when I registered. But now my V is going to be capitalized, which is the way it's supposed to be.
Well, it's not capitalized in the title.
It is.
No, here. Yeah, I know in your title, but but I'm saying in the bio. Hello, Hookie.
Anyway.
She already played D5, so no mate. Yeah, no mate. That's good.
Oh yeah, I guess we can.
So he is still... Sorry, I didn't put F6. He's still thinking. So the most popular move here is H6, followed by C6, Knight of 6, and then we have F6. So I guess F6 is a useful move to play E5.
I mean, it's a silly opening, so probably more people can... and more moves are good against it. Even F6.
Yeah. Although I'm not sure where this knight from G8 is gonna go.
Yeah.
I guess E7, but we need to bring the bishop out first.
Yeah, and I don't like F6 when you don't really know the opening. Like it. Yeah.
Ben Feingold in shambles, yeah. Knight H6 and Knight F7 possible.
And actually, the best scoring move in this position appears to be Bishop C1, so that's cute.
From 14 games, yeah. Go back. Make black make.
And to be honest, I don't mind it. Like
weird move.
Like if I wanted to get, I don't know, if I was to play someone, and I wanted to mess with them a little bit, that seems like a cool way to do it. If I knew they were gonna play F6, they would go back to C1, and now they have a weird position, and they need to work with it somehow.
Yeah,
it's
but probably
slightly better for black, but or maybe like I would guess minus 0.1 or something, 0.2. But F6.
I'm predicting Bishop H4. F6 must be prep. Really? I mean, okay, probably.
I don't know about that. She didn't. I don't know. Is this something you have prep for?
No, but otherwise.
And also, I don't understand because there's lines where you can get this, like, after you play Knight F6. So why would you prep this separately and then play a different line? That's just a lot of work. But I don't know. I mean, as a, professional, I'm sure you would have something. But I'm saying as an amateur, I would think that it's easier to go into lines that you can get out of other lines as well. But I don't know. Who knows?
Let me just get up the chess results page so that I can tell you exactly how we are doing. Give me a second.
Seems to be a cool tournament.
Yeah, I wish I played, but I had a concert to attend.
Lots of streamers. 2 concerts, in fact.
Shh. Oh, you mean Coldplay?
No. I guess 3 concerts.
So, where? Oh, we have Bishop C1.
Nice.
We've got Bishop C1 on the board.
I like it. That the mind games are still.
Oh. Okay, this is definitely not preparation. Bishop C1 is on the board.
I don't know why he thought so long about it. Surely he wasn't like, I have all these other moves, I calculated something, but then I came up with Bishop C1 as the clearly superior move. So that's a bit confusing to me. Maybe he was trying to recall his prep, but also, I don't know.
Wait, let me just get the clocks on. 1 second. So
this is a very, very silly opening. I like it. I'm a big fan.
Okay, give me a second while I
looks great.
Figure out where this clock. Wait, what? Oh.
This is your keyboard. Your keyboard is actually too small. Can I say that?
Shh.
I don't like it.
Wait, let me just get this.
Beautiful.
So this is Lula's clock. Okay, and we'll put it over here.
But where is the other one gonna go? That's the real question.
I'm doing it now. And we'll put in Gianluca's clock.
Gianni. Lukey.
So.
Okay, while Diana's doing whatever she's doing and succeeding, half succeeding or failing, one of those things, it's going great.
Shh.
Where is the
No
clock?
bullying. I'm getting there.
It's going well. What do you guys think? Who has the psychological advantage in this position? Maybe you could say it's a win for black, because now you're basically...
Yeah, two.
I mean, you
2 moves
chased
ahead.
the bishop all the way back. But then again, you played f6, so... If you could make a move now, you would just play, if pawns could move backwards, you would probably play f6, f7. Yeah, but I don't know. As white, I kind of like this. If I'm white. I don't know. But okay, what is black going to play next? You can think about c5. I suppose you could play... I don't know. Can you play e5? Or are you going to run into I don't know. Feels you always have to be careful, because sometimes there might be any black move, and then you have to be careful about e4. Probably not yet. Because now you opened your diagonal, and sometimes it can get a little bit weird. With that on the board.
Okay, clocks are on.
So c5 seems like a move you could make. You could also, I don't know, knight c6 and then bring the bishop over to the king side, the light square one, just so you plug your dark square holes a little bit. I know bishop f5 seems somewhat reasonable as well, to be honest. But then again, maybe you don't want to develop your bishop just yet.
Um, I will say. Wait, we have a few housekeeping things.
Oh boy.
So first housekeeping thing that we need to acknowledge is congratulations to Lamprocos for finishing a tournament and performing well, gaining some rating. Maybe he's not going to be so happy, or he is not so happy with his performance, but
No.
it's great, and let's just say well done to Lamprocos
results that then people
For-
are not happy with. Nice.
for finishing up a tournament. Well done for playing and for your results.
And you're going to be playing again soon in Worms.
Oh yeah, you were.
We're going to be playing as well.
Are we?
I'm going to be playing. I don't know. If you're too lazy.
Yeah, we'll see. I haven't decided.
I wanna
It's after
play.
the Olympiad, is it?
Yeah.
We'll see how the Olympiad goes. If it
It's-
goes badly, I need it. If it goes well,
Yeah. you're
I
gonna
need to continue with this.
Exactly. So definitely going to play. I'll just register you, no problem. And we have the perfect location. Like, it's free and it's like 10 minutes away.
And is there a festival?
Festival? No, not what you're thinking, I think. I don't know when that is. Maybe it's like nowish, actually.
That's sad.
I didn't have my phone, actually.
Seems weird, but knight h5 playable, intending to go knight c5. Wait, knight h5? How is the knight going to get to h5?
Cheating moves are always good.
I get the impression he is being distracted to Lula by... Wait, he's being disrespectful to Lula by playing this. What? I don't think this is disrespectful.
I don't think
I
as
also-
a 1700 you're going to be disrespectful to.
I don't think this is
someone
disrespectful at all.
almost your rating.
Well, I also don't really think like disrespect is a thing so much, because if they play badly, it just gives me more chances. So I'm happy about it. I would feel it's disrespectful if you go for the like top theory and
Actually,
use your
I recently had a game where
top things against me.
I was playing a rapid tournament and I was white and I came, like we had 15 minutes, 15 plus 0, and I somehow ended up coming like 8 minutes or 9 minutes late to the round, and my opponent played this. And I was like, you gotta be joking me. And of course he won anyway, because he was like 2100, but anyway. This is actually not even bad. I was thinking about like, maybe I should play this, because you just, I don't know, it's not even bad. And nobody has any prep for it.
Brooklyn Alakine. Chris knows all the moves,
Okay.
all the theory names. Hello, Dr. Zayas. Good luck with work. I hope it's not too bad. Vershov reverse with knight c6 or reverse Jabava. Maybe even e5, de5, knight c6, ef6.
Whew.
Oh!
I like it actually.
Reverse, what's BDG?
BDG. I can come up with acronyms, but not opening ones.
Black, oh right, okay.
Of course.
Black Redeemer Gambit. Yeah, he actually played Bishop c1. Work will only be bad for 4 more months. Try and enjoy it, because you'll never get to experience it again.
Wow.
Maybe you'll miss
It's a
it.
gloomy
Never
take.
play f6. Coffin is here with the advice. I actually don't mind f6. I don't think it's a bad move now, because we can just play e5. The only annoying thing is this knight, but I think it's fine. Maybe you should even castle queenside. We'll see. But bishop g5. So this is not so disrespectful, because actually, like, probably he plays Trumpovsky. Oh, I guess he doesn't. Wait. Yeah, because if knight f6, this is Trumpovsky, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if he plays this usually, then probably against d5 he just wants to continue with his move. So bishop g5 is a legit move. So f6, bishop c1, and Lula is thinking. Okay, and she's moved. What has she played?
Yeah, it's actually currently happening. The festival.
The juice box looks really tasty. I want some as well. I actually haven't had a juice box in a really, really, really long time. Probably last week. Only messing. It was maybe, I don't know. I can't remember the last time I had one.
Isn't she just the funniest?
Oh, sugar! I ruined the layer overlay,
Aye,
didn't
aye,
I? Oh no, it's fixed. But for a second, it was ruined, wasn't it?
Wait, no. Let's
Yeah,
see.
it was ruined for a second. Don't worry.
Don't worry. She's got it all under
Bishop
control.
f5 was played. Okay, so she's played bishop f5. Okay, so now this is like a reverse Italian.
I mean, this is very safe Italian.
You know, when you bring out your bishop and then you bring it back.
So you mean reverse in the sense of it's now on the on the king's side?
Yeah.
Ah. Right. I mean, interesting take.
Maybe he meant to play the London. I mouse slipped in real life, and then tried to reset the position. Then he would have just played bishop f4. Oh, you think Levy plays bishop c1? It's a white gambit. Oh, I've never heard that before. A white gambit.
Okay, gambit for white.
You give up your white privileges.
Yeah, I guess so. Gambiting the color. It's like, yeah.
That's quite funny.
It's not so easy to gambit white, like, without anything. Oh, speaking of weird move orders, recently somebody gave me a retrograde puzzle at a tournament, and it's so silly. I got stuck with it for so long, even though it's
I don't know what that means.
You don't know what it means? Open up an analysis board real quick.
Yeah.
No, like right. Where's editor? How do you?
You can go in Classroom. Open a new link.
So the challenge is that you get to this position in 4 moves. Both sides make 4 moves. And it's the most silly thing. Chat, you can think about it if you want. It's very easy to do it in 3 moves. It's not so easy to do it at 4. Like both sides move 4 times. To reach this. Maybe some people in the chat know this. Coffin, you like these kind of things, don't you?
Wait, let me think. Okay, so
It took me way too long.
e4
So silly.
d5 bishop c4 e6 bishop takes d5 c6. Oh, the bishop needs to disappear somehow.
I didn't think I could get you engaged in such things. That's good.
Wait, 4 moves.
Yeah, it's very... Did they make a move? No, I don't think so. So we can keep pondering these interesting little puzzles.
Wait, let me just...
Yeah, you can make the moves on the board. It doesn't help.
Okay, so we're trying to get this position.
You can flip it if you want, if it helps you.
Okay. So.
That was 3.
What? Damn it! Damn. Okay, so 4. Okay, we're close.
Yeah. No, I don't know if that really is how it works.
Okay, E4. Sorry, E3.
If only it was that easy.
Wait, how much we're on 3 now?
Well, 3 for white, 2 for black.
2, 3. Say that again? Oh, yeah. Damn! I wanted to take with the queen. Okay, another time. Let's just go back to the Lula's game.
Yeah.
Okay, so
3 rounds of profit. Oh no.
Oh no! Hey TJ, you missed 3 rounds of profit. Don't worry, I missed all of them. I didn't even play. We didn't even do it today.
Priorities. What did you prioritize as a person?
Work, I guess. Wait, let me just double check. So she moved bishop f5, and he moved e3.
Really?
And
E3.
then she moved knight c6.
Why did we play e3?
Okay, knight
It's a bit
c6.
Okay.
Yeah, e3 is very strange. E3 is a very strange move. Why? Yeah, bishop f5 looks great.
And
Why
he's
did
gonna
he
play-
bring
he's
his
gonna
bishop
play
back?
against someone who played f6. This would be the
Oh,
Mersey
yeah,
approach.
that's
The Mersey approach.
That's true. You can actually get a textbook.
No, you can't. It's bishop on f5.
Very Jabava-esque.
Yeah,
Yeah, looks.
I guess so. This is a very strange game already. I don't know.
Knights out and back in.
I think that was a comment for our puzzle.
Oh.
Not a correct comment, but a comment nonetheless.
Okay, keep thinking, guys. This is like rebuff. Why is everyone saying that that this is Jabava with black?
Yeah,
I was
like, the knight on
I was
C6
thinking, are you? It's okay. This is Colin.
No.
How can you get it wrong? Never mind. I'm the bad chess player here.
The ratings
What
are
are-
Lula is 1665 and Gianluca is 1724.
So, I mean, how much difference? Just under 100. Well,
Yeah, pretty
60
even. Especially if you
60
play
rating
something
points
silly,
different.
Some silly opening.
difference.
Should be evenish. Yeah, 4 moves from white and 4 moves from black. This is the only way you can pose puzzles to people now because they can't put it into the computer. Otherwise, everything's going to be solved in 2 seconds. Breezy is engaged. Yeah, anyway, this is very, I don't know, I always find it very difficult to commentate on a single game of classical chess. Not much happens. And,
Thanks for following. Owen has joined Wormtown.
Wormtown.
That's Lula's
Wormhole. Worm lair.
well, I wanted to find a better word than community, but little world. Or maybe big world. Or big underworld. Big muddy world.
Wow. Mudslingers out there. Good. Alright. Wormtown. How did we come up with that one?
Owen is a darling worm. Isn't that interesting?
A wormling.
A wormling! A wormling! That's that's so cute. Oh, and you're a wormling. Next time it will be Battle of the Wormlings.
Yeah.
Darlings, Wormling Battle.
And then, who are we battling against?
Patrick goes back and forth between all matches. Wait, what do you mean?
Yeah, I do. Like,
What does that mean?
even in the Irish Championship, I can't only focus on your game.
Oh.
You're not interesting enough, you know.
Well,
Thank God for the Olympiad. We're gonna have 8 boards of Irish players at least.
great.
Also, you need to
Time to dim my spotlight even more.
You need to tell the people so we can, be featured on the ICU website.
Yeah, that's not going to be a problem, I don't think.
Well, we didn't do it last time, so this is my brilliant invention. Now,
Yeah, I don't think anyone's going to be watching anyway
because nobody cares about you.
about our channel, but they're going to be watching anyway the games.
Anyway, we're gonna have maybe some guest commentators.
Yeah, Emma is already...
Emma's in. We're gonna talk to Hannah maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe
I'm
Coffin
sure
can
Lula
come
will
in for a
also
stint.
be happy.
So,
Well, definitely the Darlings will be watching, but...
exactly. What are you talking about?
When we put it, the channel was featured on the ICU page for the Irish Women's Championship, and I don't think many people were watching it.
Was it?
Yeah,
Featured?
it was on the ICU page.
Oh, yeah. Well, but there was Coffin commentary to be watched. So
Exactly.
Obviously, that's got priority. Also, they only watch the people competing for first place, Then
Oh, how funny.
I'm so funny.
Okay, so
I should be a roast comedian.
he's moved something. Wait,
Oh boy.
what? He's played C3. What is going on? What is this?
Well, listen.
What is that? He might as well have after F6 put the bishop off the board and just set it on the side.
Well, maybe.
Put it on the side of him.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a bit. Lara was playing this way. Kind of. I mean, not with it, but she was playing some weird E3, C3. No, actually, no, never mind. She played against Luke and she played D4, D5, E3. And I was like, what? Why would you do that? No, but you can at least play a night move or something. Why would you play E3 right away?
The pyramid, yeah, the Christmas tree, or pyramid. Now that we're in summer, it's pyramid, and then when it's winter, it's Christmas tree.
In summer, it's.
Yeah, because it's warm.
So, did anybody solve our puzzle? Just generic D4. Yeah, but generic.
Sugar, I have to go to work soon.
I know.
I forgot. By the way, I forgot to tell you guys.
Yeah, I was thinking that's what you were gonna say after
I
you told
was
us we're talking about
panicking. So I actually have an
Okay.
evening shift today. It was bad timing. But I had planned commentating for Lula before I got the roster. The rooster! Before it said who is going to be
She's quite the rooster.
playing. And we're gonna go in 10 minutes. And then Patrick is gonna be commentating while I'm at work. And then when I'm back, hopefully Lula is still playing so that I can catch the end of the game. But I'll try to watch while I'm at work, because I've got evening shift today. So what does she play?
So I'm gonna be the main star of the show.
Oh,
That's
she
what
wants to
she's
castle queenside. Yes. As if you're not already.
Well, yeah, I just didn't want to say it like that.
Well, Lula's obviously the main one, but you
The
can
main
be co-main. Wait, Queen D6 is what she played.
I mean, fine, I suppose.
So she's preparing to castle queenside, just like we predicted.
I mean, on one hand, that makes sense. On the other hand, I'm not sure if it was technically necessary. to commit so quickly. We could have just played some. Because, I mean, our one thing that we sort of want to fix in this position is the G knight. This is not really doing that, but I mean, I guess it's fine. I would have maybe said, why not play Queen D7?
Lila's laughing and smiling! Ah! She just looked at us and she was like, what is this guy doing?
Anyway, as I was saying, why not
It's not really warm in Portugal. She must be roasting. Oh, it's probably cold in the chess room. It's always cold in
This
chess
is
room.
what it's like commentating with Diana. She's allergic to any discussion of the chess. So if you guys are interested in chess, we're going to be back without her soon. I'm going to dump her at work and we can talk about the game. Yeah. Anyway, as I was saying, maybe it was an idea to play Queen D7, then E6, and develop your pieces, and then eventually play for.
Queen D7?
Yeah.
But why? Oh, to develop the bishop.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. Queen
Then-
D7, then E5, and bishop here, and then knight here, and then castle. I guess I don't think
Well,
there's a rush
either
to castle.
E5, or I was thinking maybe just prepare with bishop D6 and knight D7, and then I just mean, like, is it necessary to commit to castling queenside? Like, let's say she plays Queen D6 with the idea of castling queenside next move. Is that actually good?
Well, I don't think she's going to castle immediately. She'll probably wait.
Yeah, but then isn't your queen awesome? Awkward.
Awesome!
Awkward on D6.
The queen is definitely awesome. The queen is awesome on D6.
Yeah, but like, where's your bishop gonna go?
Well, the bishop can just stay there for a bit. We'll just play like that. Maybe we'll take... Well, I don't think we want to open up the c file, but we want to open up this king. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Who knows?
Another work lurker.
Who knows? Who cares?
So, I'm gonna get ready for work. And then Patrick is gonna be here. So, I'll be back in 3 hours. But
she's maybe gonna be back.
it should be fine. I really hope.
Take the bus home, or am I gonna
Well, it
catch you?
depends. It depends how her game is.
I'll drag it out.
If her game is what did I want to say? Like close to finishing, I'll take the bus home, which is an hour and a half, and I really am not looking forward to that. But if it is,
I mean,
oh wait, what did I want to say? Oh yeah.
does this have a second time control, or what's the? I would assume so. It's 1 round a day. And what is the time control?
Is there 40 minutes? Cooking, well, actually, I'm disinfecting. I'm basically housekeeper. Well, not housekeeper, but,
She's basically a medical assistant.
Yeah, so I have to disinfect the breathing machines breathing, like, containers of the kids.
Diana is a medical technician.
And just do housekeeping things, like change the bins and stuff. Wait, what did I want to search? Oh yeah, what time control?
I think you can click on the event on Just.com. Or you can stare.
Tournament details.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay, there's 30 minutes. Okay, so how long should it be?
Well,
It should be at least 3 hours.
So it's
But it's gonna
worst
be 4.
case for you, basically. Yay!
No, it's gonna be if
if
it's 4 hours, is that good?
No,
Is it not?
because you're gonna be working for 3 hours,
Oh yeah.
and we spend 1 hour.
Oh damn. Damn, it better be more than 4 hours.
I mean, maybe somebody loses quickly and they don't even make it to. I mean, sorry. Maybe Lula's opponent loses quickly, and they won't even make it to.
Yeah, that's true. Lula's gonna win fast because she is conscious. She's
and then I
gonna be
will have to
kind
do 1.5 hours after show content, of course. So unfortunate for you. You'd have to take the bus.
okay. Anyways, by the way, try not to switch between games.
Try not to. What do you mean?
Please,
try not
please
to?
don't. Just focus on Lula's game.
I will just switch between this and my little puzzle.
Sure. If Lula gets mad, we're blaming 17.
That's fine.
Okay,
I don't
so
mind.
I'm gonna get ready. I'll just leave Lula here with big Lula, big screen.
Big Lula.
Big
Lula,
screen.
little Lula. Ba-ba-doo.
I meant, you know,
You should
large,
probably.
full view. Wait, actually,
What are you doing?
sorry. I just want to make it so that it looks good, but the thingy is in his face, so I'll just
Chat,
move
what is he doing? Can anybody tell me?
the board. Okay.
Wonderful. Maybe you want to refresh this, announce this thing so it updates with 10-minute delay, at least. But it updates at all, you mean? Oh, I mean. At least it updates
Yes.
at all. Da-da-do, ba-ba-da-boo. I can just do it while you get ready.
Yeah. Just give me a sec.
17 pixels. Don't think I missed that. No, 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 I did not.
Should we do the board a
What
bit
are you
bigger?
trying to do?
I just want to make it look good.
Oh.
Okay, that looks fine. So let me just refresh. And this is what. I mean, they've played a few more moves, but.
Flip it.
Okay.
Flip it, jeep it. Okay. We're gone. Did you mute? No. I'm gonna mute. Okay, goodbye everyone. Hello everybody. Sorry, no more soothing, lovely music for you guys. We are back with commentary. Now, I will have to work out for a second what has been happening. Or rather, I don't even know what move we are on currently. Anyway, on the live stream, so after Queen d6, we were saying earlier that we didn't really love the idea of castling right away. Or at least also I would have maybe liked Queen d7 a bit better, so we can either do this and prepare e5, or maybe, play e5 right away. But anyway, leaving this square open for the bishop, or this diagonal open for the bishop. But Lula chose to do something else, so Queen d6, and then castles right away. Also, knight e2 is a bit strange to me. Why not just knight f3 and bishop e2, so we can develop both pieces? But and also knight f3 controls this a bit more. But okay, maybe he was afraid of e5, e4. So okay, knight e2, castles. And now the problem is, I mean, there's no like super big problem with it, but white doesn't really have any pieces developed, so we're not like super scared or anything, but this gives white a very clear idea what to play against. So now white knows what to do. White can be sure that any attack on the queen side will be sort of sensible and potentially effective. Whereas if we had taken our time and developed a little bit, then we could have still had ideas of castling on either side, and then it wouldn't have been so easy for white to develop. And here, immediately b4 came, and e5. Okay, that makes sense. Countering an attack on the flank with a break in the center. And now b5. Now Lula went knight b8. I thought the plan was to play knight a5 and to jump here. That would have made sense to me anyway. I'm not so sure why that wasn't played. Knight b8, it really doesn't, I don't know, I mean, doesn't look so attractive. It feels like only if we really have to should we play knight b8. I mean, I guess the knight can reroute this way, but it doesn't really have like super many squares if we go even to d7. But okay, I mean, can't be that bad either, because white, as I said, no development either. So knight b8, and white played a4, which makes sense, but is again another pawn move, and all his pieces are on the back rank. So yeah, interesting things are happening. What was the music? I can give you the link if you want. Here we go. This was the music link. Yeah. All right. Anything else happening? What are we thinking, game-wise? Cleo needs the music for when she streams again. There we go. Other streamers being inspired by Diana's music choices. Anyway, so this is the position. Okay, I like black center. And I like that white isn't developed yet particularly well. I mean, okay, knight g3 is probably a move that's going to come eventually. And then the bishop can develop. I mean, if the knight was on f3 instead, I think this might be quite nice for white. As it stands, I mean, white is still a little bit better, I would assume. I would think maybe, I don't know. If white's development wasn't so awful, I feel like we'd be crushed. Yeah, I mean, okay, but yeah, white did sacrifice development for this pawn storm. Yeah, I definitely think castling was too early, and I don't like knight b8 either. I think if our knight was on a5 here, I think this would be much better. I don't understand why we didn't put our knight on that square. Okay. Okay, there was a move, knight h6. Interesting. Yeah, okay. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that either. Because, well, okay, so first of all, I would think that the move that we want to make is knight d7. Because this knight definitely wants to move. We know that it wants to move to d7 because it has no other choice, and it won't have any other choices in the foreseeable future. So this is a move that we know is going to be useful. We can do this and now rewrite to this square if we need, or we can sort of, have it here and at least control some central squares. I don't love knight h6 because, the knight might want to come this way at some point. It's not 100% clear. Or, if white ever takes here, then it wants to go to f6. Although white probably should never really take on e5. But anyway, my point is that this knight, more flexible than this knight. And also, after knight h6, let's say knight g3 is played, which white, as we were saying, or I was saying, should be probably white's next move anyway. Now what is the knight doing here? Because, okay, it's protecting the bishop sort of preemptively, but I don't still think we want to necessarily let white take here. So probably we're going to play bishop g6 or something like that. I mean, maybe the idea is bishop g4, but I don't know about that either, because bishop g4, bishop e2, and then, I mean, here the knight again doesn't really have any good squares. It would have to go to f7, and yeah, even there it's not like the best knight I've ever seen. And now, I mean, white has a pretty free hand attacking on the queen side. Even bishop a3 sometimes gonna be a move, because this is white's bad bishop. Sometimes maybe they'll want to trade that off. I really like white's position here suddenly. Well, not so suddenly, but yeah, I do. I do like. Oh yeah, I can post the link in the honest chat as well if you want. Here's the song link. Okay, let's see, what are people saying. Maybe she was worried on queen a4 after knight a5. Let's see. Let's put that on the board. Yeah, could be. that she was worried about that. Although, unless there's some way another attacker is coming, I think we're pretty happy with this. But yeah, I can see how it might be a bit scary. It's true. It is also true though that we can do this and eventually have this square. But yeah, I mean, I guess she was worried about it getting stranded. I mean, this is a sensible worry, I suppose. That you think, oh, the knight is a little bit stuck there, and we can't be sure that it's ever going to find a suitable home on c4. Sometimes I think it might even be useful to sacrifice a pawn here and then sort of try to break through in the center. Could be an idea sometimes, but yeah. Definitely there was some reason why she didn't like this so much. But anyway, what else are people discussing? I almost feel like for white it makes sense to play bishop a3, not because you love trading pieces, but also you can play knight c1. Knight b3, d3. Yeah. Wait, hold on. Did he play h3? Hold on for a second. Okay, h3 was played. Curious. Interesting. Okay. h3, I guess. I don't know. Preventing knight g4, but knight g4 wasn't ever really going to be played. Maybe the idea was to prevent bishop g4 on knight g3. Yeah, why not? I mean, not the craziest idea. I guess he didn't want to trade off the light square bishop. Maybe he thought this can help with pushing these pawns, which makes some amount of sense. Okay. I mean, it's a bit slow. Not my favorite move, but okay. Anyway, Lula apparently played knight f7. Okay, so that was the idea all along, I suppose. Okay, but now knight g3 again. Also, Lula is apparently down to 38 minutes, and it's only been 10 moves, which is not very many moves at all. So we need to play a lot more quickly here. Otherwise, this is going to be desperate time trouble. As silly as the opening looks, the only obvious break is on e5. White is still somewhat solid. Yeah, white is pretty solid with this e3, c3 structure. I mean, that is one advantage of this this setup. I mean, that's also another reason why early queenside castle was not something I loved so much, because like we sort of give up the opportunity to really challenge white center with c5 and e5. Because now, I mean, white is forever going to be solid in the center, and you sort of play into this setup by letting white play on the flank, where you can't really open up. Can't really be opening up. So there we go. The center too easily. So yeah, a bit difficult. Sorry. Bit difficult for black. Sorry, for Lula. Does touching a piece with your beard trigger the touch rule? That's a good question. Good question. Who knows? Well, actually, I know. And the answer is no, but I suppose you knew that as well. It's actually interesting, this touch rule, because sometimes people think it applies a lot more often than it actually does. Because actually you need to like move it or touch a piece with the intent to move it. So even if you like brush it or something, or you knock it over while doing something else or something like that, it doesn't qualify as touch move. Like you actually need to like grab the piece. It's not like if you touch it with your finger randomly, that it's touch move. Dude only moves pawns. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe he's trying to recreate the pawn immortal with inserting this early on and pretending that he never moved his bishop. I don't know, have you seen this game? There's like one game, I don't know, I think from the 1900s or maybe, yeah, I think 1900s, early 1900s, where a guy made like 17 pawn moves to start or some ridiculous number, and still won. Look it up, the pawn immortal. So yeah. Also, if you guys are curious, if you guys need something to spend your brain power on, we had this little puzzle up earlier, and, oh, you can't see it properly. Anyway, I guess you can see everything relevant. So the goal here is to reach this position after 4 moves. Okay, it's a retrograde analysis puzzle, and you have to tell me what sequence of moves allows us to reach this position after both sides have made exactly 4 moves. So it's very easy to get this in 3 moves, but 4 moves is a challenge. So yeah, if you're interested, you can copy down the position and see if you can solve it. We had some people earlier claiming that they were trying to, but nobody's yet come up with a solution. I've found that this is the only way you can post puzzles to chat nowadays, because everybody is always just going to put their engine on it, but it doesn't work with this one. So you guys are going to have to actually think about it if you want to solve it. Or I guess you can look up the solution somewhere. Maybe it is somewhere online. Although I don't know. I don't know if it is. Somebody from my club gave this to me at the last tournament I played, and I found it very annoying. Because I discarded the right move at some point, and then it took me ages to go back to it because I already. Anyway, that was my suffering. Jan is getting messages from her brother on WhatsApp. Fantastic. Maybe he'll come to visit us. Okay, was anything played? No, I think her opponent... Let me see, actually. Can we see what is happening on the board? He got up anyway. Oh yeah, he did play knight g3, and she played bishop g6. And I guess now it's his move, and yeah, I guess it's his move, and he's not at the board right now. So, time for Lula to catch back up on the clock, which is good. Yeah, both are kind of low on time considering how early in the game we are. I don't know why we are both so low on the clock. It's they're both incredibly short on time, considering that it's only been 11 moves, and they have, 10 minutes ago they had 50 and 38 minutes, or 49 and 38 minutes, so so that is not very much time at all. So that also suggests that it might be an interesting time scramble for a long time, which is always entertaining, so I'm here for it. Is that coffee? Is what coffee? In this? In this bottle? No, that's just water. I don't actually drink coffee. I'm not a... Or are you talking about something he's drinking? Oh, what he's drinking could be coffee, yeah. Looks like some sort of fancy beverage. I always find it, I don't know, annoying when my opponents drink things that smell strongly. Actually, that mostly coffee, because nothing else really smells very strongly that people drink. Yeah. Anyway, what I was saying is this position looks very pleasant for white. Looks very pleasant. I mean, still no development, but I mean now bishop's coming to e2. White doesn't even really need to castle right now. You can think about this. And then maybe at some point trade at knight a3 and bring it to a useful square, maybe even b4 or something, or just push the pawns. It's going to be difficult to deal with. Definitely much easier to play for white. I don't know what the next move is a bit up in the air. I mean, I guess bishop e2 is the most natural, so we at least prepare castling if we ever need to. Knight d2 might also be interesting. Knight d2, and then we can jump in here. That might be annoying, because if we ever play b6 now, earlier we were saying we wouldn't mind playing b6, but that was with our knight on a5. You don't want to play it here so much, because then this is going to be a hook, and you're going to have some trouble down the A file, potentially. Yeah, but this, I don't know, the more I look at it, the less I like it, to be honest. Okay, now finally the board caught up. And next move is going to be bishop g6. Apparently, I mean, okay, let's look at the camera feed. I guess there hasn't necessarily been a move as far as I can tell. Yeah, I don't think he's moved yet. So he's still thinking. Which, yeah, him taking time is a good sign, because, as I said, we are down by 10 minutes, and for now that's not the worst thing in the world, but yeah, in the future this might become a big problem if we end up with like 15 minutes to 5 or something. That could be very dangerous, especially in a position where white is attacking anyway. And it's usually just easier to play an attack with low time than it is to defend. Just because you are sort of trained to spot attacking patterns, and defensive patterns are a bit more difficult in that way. You're less trained. I mean, I guess, when you do puzzles, you're only training attack, really. There's not so many defensive puzzles around. So yeah, would be good to catch up on time a little bit. For the retro, e3, e6, well, we can put it on the board if you want. Let's just make a new one, actually. So yeah, let's note this is the position, but then let's make another board where we can give you the moves. So you said e3, e6, Bishop c4, c6, bishop takes e6, d takes e6, e4. No, it has both players have to make 4 moves. So yeah, this is not the one. Both players have to have made 4 moves. So yeah, that makes it, yeah. Otherwise, it's, yeah, pretty simple. You could also just make another bishop move and play e4. That would have multiple solutions. But this one, I think, only has one. And yeah, it's a bit more involved than that. Yeah, exactly. It would have many solutions. Yeah. Anyway. Anyway. Did we have a move? Oh, he's just moving now. Oh my goodness. What in the world? I think he's very confused. What is he doing? He played h4. Why did he do that? Nobody understands why that happened. I mean, it's probably not terrible, but like, develop your pieces, man. What? You really should develop your pieces at some point. It's a bit ridiculous. I don't know, like, earlier somebody said he was trolling, and I was like, no, come on. I'm sure this is a very serious opening he's prepared, but he's actually just making pawn moves the whole time. I don't know. He's trolling a little bit, trolling himself. I mean, it's not even like a move that, I mean, I don't know, doesn't threaten. It's not like the most threatening thing in the world. You can play h5 now. Surely this is a good thing for black to have, this inclusion of h4, h5. I don't know, a bit confusing. So maybe h5, and now finally maybe bishop e2 or something. I think h5 makes a lot of sense anyway. I guess the other option would be h6. That would make sense. I guess you could also play queen d7 or queen e6. And then answer this with this. That is legal, but I don't think she's going to do that. That seems a bit odd. It would be nice in the sense that queen e6 is, I think, a useful move because it opens up a square for our knight. It gets out of the way of our bishop. So I wouldn't mind queen e6, honestly. I wouldn't mind that move either. I think that's actually pretty reasonable. And I mean, okay, technically you could also play something completely unrelated. You could play knight d7, h5, bishop takes, b1. And then you're saying you traded some tempi against taking the knight. I don't know. I mean, this does seem a little bit scary. But again, white hasn't got any development, and at least you got rid of the bishop a3 idea. So I'm not sure. What do you guys think? Bit hard to evaluate. I mean, it's not really a threat. I mean, it's not like h5 isn't really a threat. It's not winning anything. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I agree. Like queen e6 makes some sense to me. Like it looks a bit strange. I don't think she's gonna play it. It doesn't. Like, I don't know. Somehow I think she wants to keep her bishop, which, you know, that's that's an okay thing to want, I think. H5 does make the most sense to me. But I am kind of attracted to queen e6 as well. Just because, like, it is sort of a bit, we're doing things with, like, we're responding with a useful move. H5 is not, like, not useful, but it's also not, like, improving our pieces. Whereas queen e6 does improve our piece coordination. So now we do have d6 as a square, we do have this diagonal open. So I think actually queen e6 is kind of appealing in a way. But I think, yeah, h5 is the more natural move. Stockfish would play h5. Well, in that case, then we can stop speculating. I guess that settles it. But I think she really doesn't want to be forced to play bishop takes h1. Yeah, I agree. I agree that she probably doesn't want that. So yeah, that would leave us with queen e6 and h5 and h5. Yeah, I think she's going to play h5. I hope she does it relatively quickly. That would be important because, yeah, we are getting very short on time. She hasn't played anything yet. We really do want to, get a move on. Get a move on the board, you may say. Yeah. Because it could, yeah, as I said, get very dangerous. I'm not sure, is Lula a time trouble addict, or how is she with time management? Usually, is she good at blitzing? Does she mind, like, is she good in time trouble, or does she like the Grishuk style of chess? Where you just, I haven't looked at stuff, it's just speculating. Oh, okay, alright, yeah. I mean, that makes sense. I mean, we keep the bishop pair. That does make sense as a stockfish move. For sure, and it grabs some space. Like stockfish, like they like these flank pawns. So it makes sense to stop that from multiple angles, I guess. Just speculating. Yeah, so, yeah, again, I don't know. I hope she finds a quick move. I think it's more important whether she plays queen e6 or h5, or even h6. I guess h6 is also possible. Or is it? Let's see. I didn't really think about it too much, but I just thought h5 is much more natural, but h6? I mean, I suppose it's doable, right? It's not my favorite thing that we basically spend 2 tempi to get our bishop back here. Whereas on h5, I don't know, we do only... I mean, I guess white also spends an extra tempo, so it doesn't really make that much of a difference maybe, but I do prefer it this way. Also, I was gonna ask, like, does anybody know this position that Lula's playing? It looks a bit odd. Like, is she... It looks like an auditorium where she's just, like, behind the back row. Is that the playing hall, or is she in a special room, as, with the streaming boards, or how does it work? Does anybody know? Looks like a bit of a curious setup. Yeah. Okay, she's still thinking. I'm getting a little bit worried here. Can't see her time on the screen. Oh, Kostya's walking by. Hello, Kostya. Hello, Kostya. Wave. Big fan of Chess Dojo. Oh, he's standing right in front of a camera. Brilliant. Brilliant. Wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, as I was saying, I do hope she makes a move soon. The channel is, I don't know, people are not really interacting. Can we get a response? Is Lula a time travel addict? She's playing like a time travel addict right now. Although now that I'm looking at this, so this apparently is telling me that white took quite a lot of time to play h4. So maybe she's not as far down on time as I had feared, but she has been thinking for a while now. So yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on that for sure. I don't know how accurate the chess.com clocks are. She's been having some time trouble lately. I guess it's also a thing if you, I don't know if she plays a lot of classical. I'm not so sure. I don't know. I haven't really seen her play, I guess, but I haven't been paying attention either, so that would make sense. Has she been playing lots of classical? I always feel like it's harder to manage your time once you haven't played for a little while. Gets more difficult to get into the rhythm of because it's always very tempting to to think a lot in classical, if you have the chance, and then suddenly you have 20 minutes after 15 moves, or not even 15 right now. It's only been 11 and she has maybe, I don't know, 25 minutes left or something like that. So yeah, maybe it would be good to have the Sinkfield Cup time control, which is 120 minutes plus 30 seconds without extra time. That's been making interesting, or producing interesting games. Yeah, so actually she has now been thinking for 10 minutes because h4 just came on the board, on the broadcast board, which means that she should be down to 24 minutes, or 23 and a bit minutes, if she hasn't moved. Oh, she's making a move now. Oh my god, knight h6 back? What? Okay, so she wants to bring the bishop back here? Or back to e8? Because if she brings it here, then... I mean, he should probably just play h5 instantly, realistically speaking. So she played knight h6. Okay, I mean, doable, I suppose. Bit odd, because we just put our knight from h6 to f7, sort of going back. Not terrible, I suppose. Yeah, why not? It's fine. I would personally just play h5, but okay, maybe it's better to just develop. I mean, I don't know. I just meant I would play h5 because of the because of the time situation. I would just be like, okay, I'll make any quick move that makes sense. But bishop e2 is even easier, actually, because you can always make this move. There's no rush. And it looks a bit silly to put the knight on h6 if you're now going to move your bishop voluntarily. So actually I like bishop e2 better for him. Or maybe knight d2. a5, also interesting, yeah. I mean, you say that's actually an interesting thing, because like my instincts are so much not to push any more pawns before, like in an attack, before I've played any developing moves. But I suppose maybe knight d2 would be the only developing move that really makes sense if you want to just all-out attack, because the rook without moving is on a good square. This bishop's already on a reasonable square without moving, kind of supporting the attack a bit. It's not going to get better by putting on an e2 if you're just concerned about an attack. So actually, interesting as well. Imagine trying to play against a move in this game. Yeah, it's been a bit difficult. No development for starters. Yeah, he woke up today thinking pawns go forward and stuck to that. Yeah, it's been a little bit odd, this whole game. Definitely a bit curious. Knight h6 I found... I mean, he was maybe shocked as well. Because, yeah. But I would definitely... What I would not do here, if I were him, is think, because like you have so many easy moves to make. Bishop e2, knight d2. If you really want, you can play h5. Even you could play a5. But like, I don't think there's too much of a point like thinking too deeply here. I don't know. Nothing shocks a man who plays bishop c1, bishop c5, bishop c1. Yeah. It's true. He is... Like, this is a power move that he's pulling right now. Real power move. If you win with this opening, you're making a statement. Although, I mean, it's not like it's a bad opening. It's just like I'll confuse my opponent sort of opening. Because it definitely did confuse Lula, I think. Because this is a weird setup to be playing with the f6, e5 structure. A quick castle's queenside. And it resulted in some weird piece placement. Like our knight is on b8, or knight is on h6. Yeah. And our queen and bishop are sort of in each other's way. So it definitely did work in the confusing department. And it even worked like better because it caused Lula to burn an immense amount of time, but he also burned an immense amount of time. So in that front, I guess it evened out a bit. So yeah, confused Lula, but he also confused himself. Which is, I mean, I guess how chess typically is. It's very confusing oftentimes. Unless you're like a GM. Chess is very confusing. A lot of the time. Even if you are a GM, I think. If we've been looking at, I don't know, I've been looking at some of the Sinkfield Cup games. And sometimes it seems like they are quite confused as well. Reasonably enough. That guy's face. Did he make a... Is there someone walking past? Sorry, I don't always have the camera feed on. Or are you talking about my face? Yeah, I don't know. He's thinking a lot as well. Like, they're really into thinking this game. They won't be able to be, that circumspect for long. They'll have to bang out some moves soon. Man walked by the board and had a shocked look when he saw the board. Yeah, well. Some kind of Trampowski? Well, not exactly. I can go through the game with you. It was actually I don't even know. What was the name again? Levitsky attack. I'm not good with d4 opening names. I don't really... so it was d4, d5, and then bishop g5. And here we could have gone into some sort of Trampowski. But she played f6 instead, and guy went back to c1. And then, we had some relatively normal moves. Here we were thinking queen d6 wasn't our favorite move. Queen d7 seemed more natural, or more, more natural square for the queen, because then we could play e6, bishop d6, and then eventually e5, and knight e7, and all sorts. And then we can later decide where we're going to castle. But putting our queen to d6, it's not so easy to develop our pieces. So then kind of castling is what we locked ourselves into almost, because, our pieces aren't moving so easily, which made it easy for white to just launch an attack without actually developing any of his pieces. He just moved his knight, and then a million pawn moves, and then one more knight move, and then more pawn moves. And that's where we are here. If you look at this game now, it looks like he's only made 2 knight moves and a million pawn moves. But actually, he made 2 knight moves, 2 bishop moves, and still a million pawn moves. So yeah, that was the opening. And here she played knight h6. And I think here the opponent is currently still thinking. Let me check. Do you make a move? No. Very odd. They're playing very, very slowly. We're on move 12, or, well, I guess they both made 12 moves, so yeah. He's making his 13th move right now. And he has, let's say, approximately, I don't know, 30, how long has he been thinking? 5 minutes maybe? So 33 minutes, let's say. And Lula's gonna have right around like 24, 23 maybe. Oh no, that actually can't be true. So either she has less or he has less. Anyway, my point is they both have very little time, considering they started with 90 minutes and now it's only move 13. So yeah, definitely a spicy matchup that we've got here. We still really like White's position, I think. Or we dislike Lula's position a little bit. Just because it's difficult to play. White can make some very easy moves. Like loads of moves that you can theoretically make quickly. He's not making them quickly, I would say that. But yeah, he could, because he hasn't developed, make a bunch of quick moves. He can even play bishop a3 as well. That would be another thing he could do. So maybe there's actually almost too much choice, but since they're all very clearly at least decent, I think he should just make the moves a bit more quickly than he currently is. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it turns out. Oh, he made a move. Did I see knight a3? That's also I don't know. Every move is a bit odd to me. Knight a3, huh? Sure. Knight a3. I mean, it's fine in a way. I just, like, if we're gonna develop our knight, why not put it on d2? Because then we still have a3 for our bishop. But okay, I don't know. I don't understand anything in this game. So, it's fine. He's okay. It's probably an okay move. Also, I guess we're rooting for him not to make okay moves. Yeah, I don't know. It's a little bit odd because, I mean, at some point we also really want to move this bishop too. And I don't know what this knight is exactly doing. I mean, we're gonna move it again, I suppose. And then he wants to play knight b4, or what's the big idea? It doesn't really make a lot of sense on a3, does it? Maybe he wants to play a5 b6. No, but that doesn't make any sense either. I don't know. I don't know. Who knows? I'll just watch and see. Actually, now that there's no more bishop a3, actually this might have been a bad move, now that I'm thinking about it. I don't know what the chat... Well, I don't think the plan was knight f5. I think the plan was just to give your bishop the f7 square, or the e8 square, so that after h5 you can drop it back somewhere. I think she just wanted to keep the bishop alive. I don't know why we did it this way. I mean, h5 would have done the same thing without putting our knight back on a weird square. But okay, now that I was thinking about it, now that we no longer have bishop a3, this might have been actually... I was saying maybe it doesn't make a big difference, knight d2 or knight a3, because maybe bishop a3 will be there anyway. But now that I think about it, what if we play c5? What if we play c5 here? I mean, maybe I'm blundering everything, but if white takes, knight takes, and now, I mean, the b file is open, but we do have this kind of plan again. And with our knight on a5, we are, I think, reasonably safe. Knight on a5, queen on c7. Something like that. Not on c7, actually, because then there's knight b5. But you know what I'm saying. Actually, no, hold on. Never mind. Maybe I'm hanging things. Yeah. But actually, no, this doesn't do anything. We can just go here, maybe. I don't know, who knows. But I was just thinking, if we get our knight back into the game, that would be a great success. And this knight doesn't really do much here. It looks a bit scary, but I think we're good. I don't know. Maybe. What do you guys think? I kind of like this more than the position we had. But I don't know. It does look a little bit spooky. Maybe she's not going to go for this just because the b file opening up could seem a bit scary. Although I will say that I think having the knight on b8 looks a lot scarier than opening the b file. I think getting rid of this is much better. And I mean, okay, if white doesn't take, then we can lock things up or threaten to take, and the king is still in the center, so white has to be careful as well. It's not only us who can be attacked. So yeah, I actually c5 is kind of appealing to me. So that if that is a good move, then that would mean that knight a3 was not really good. In fact, it was quite a mistake to deny yourself bishop a3. And I mean, that's what we said, right? So there's no reason to play knight a3 when you can just play knight d2. It just takes away one more possibility without actually giving you much in return. It also is in the way of your rook. So you will have to move your knight again anyway if you're hoping to go for an attack. So it's not, not looking too super duper for white if Lula finds c5, I think. But I mean, I don't know. I don't see what could be wrong with it. I don't see what would be wrong with it. What do you guys think in chat? I mean, I might also be blundering everything, so you guys call me out if you have superior insights. Wait, hold on. Diana's calling me for some reason. Anyway, sorry. E4 here. Oh, I don't know. I mean, I would be very scared playing a move like this. Surely not. Or do you mean here? I mean, your king is still in the center. You didn't develop any of your pieces. Or did you mean in in a different position. Oh wait, something happened. Okay, hold on. Sorry, 1 sec. F5 she played. Yeah, my bad. 1 second. Okay, what do we think about this? Knight A3, hold on. 2, F5. Okay. Interesting. F5. What's the idea? Do we want to play F4? I guess so. Okay. Okay, interesting move. I kind of like it instinctively. Hold on. Is that a threat? Let's just figure it out real quick. So let's say we make some normal move. I don't know, knight c2 or bishop e2. Let's say bishop e2. And then we play f4. What then? What happens? I mean, I suppose we take. And then we go knight h5? Or what are we doing? Or do we go back? I don't know about that. Knight h5 is probably better. I mean, we're attacking this pawn, and how do we defend it? Do we defend it? Do we do something else? Do we take here? I don't know. Maybe I don't like it after all. Maybe we have to take. And okay, I don't know. What's the idea? I don't really see it for white. For black, sorry. This looks pretty nice for white, I would say. But I don't know. Who knows, who knows? Knight h5, vaguely annoying, yeah. King back seems bad. Rook e8 looks troublesome if knight f1. Yeah, exactly. I don't like knight f1. Yeah, I agree. This is probably just much better than knight f1. I mean, always same way here earlier when Lula put her knight back on b8, and definitely would have been better on a5. I mean, almost definitely. Yeah, I think whenever you can make it work, you should try, your best to make it work, to go forward. Oh, move made. Okay, they're playing a bit more quickly now. Knight c2, you're saying? Yeah, that makes sense. Let's see. Does it make sense? So does this line, how does this change the line? So knight c2 instead. Okay, so what if we just do the same thing? Does it change anything? Not really. I don't think we need the bishop on e2 necessarily. I mean, okay, so are you saying this is better if the queen takes? I mean, maybe. I mean, it is different, sure, but I guess it's hard to say what's more favorable. I kind of like the queen here, to be honest, for white. Like, if this was to be the variation. I kind of like the queen instinctively. Because, I don't know, the bishop... I mean, it's better at... I don't know, like, rook e8 is still prevented for now. You're still going to play bishop e2. And things... I don't know. I don't think we need to be too scared as white. To be honest. But, I don't know. Maybe black has something. Oh, actually, hold on, thinking. Wait a minute. We do have this here. How doesn't this lose for white actually? I think so. Because now you're gonna have to either interpose with the queen and then he takes here, or the bishop, but then it's gonna be pinned. So actually this version doesn't work, this variation, right? That variation doesn't work. See, we have to turn our tactics brains on a little bit. I'm sleepwalking. Yeah, exactly. Queen e7, exactly. Yeah, good point. Yeah. Knight e2. Yeah, that, I mean, we would have to do something different now. Exactly. So we have to play knight e2 here. Well, again, I guess. Okay, I do like this better, though. I do like this better for black than the other variation. This seems less coordinated for white. I definitely agree that this is, I don't know, visually nicer. We still need to do something about this pawn, but maybe we can just pin the knight. Yeah, or we can even think about this, but maybe it's not really useful. Probably it isn't, to be honest. Probably it isn't. But yeah, at least we have some tactical tricks. Is white behind in development? Junkyard crisps. I don't know, sorry, I didn't see you in the chat earlier. I don't know when you said that, but yeah, white has been neglecting development a little bit. I don't know, do you guys know this scene in the second Harry Potter movie? When they're in the greenhouses and they have these like mandrakes and Neville faints because he didn't put... Yeah, anyway, and then she says, he's been neglecting his earmuffs, and this guy has been, and then he fainted, and this guy's been neglecting his development. I'm gonna make a meme out of this. Somebody remind me at the end of the stream to make that meme, or make it for me. You steal my meme, please. I need it in the world. Okay, anyway. So knight e2 was the line then, probably. And now, I mean, I do reasonably like this for black. f3 is an idea. Again, I'm not really sure if it's good. But yeah, it would at least open up some possibilities. Knight g4 also makes some sense, maybe. Next. Wait, no, that maybe doesn't. I was thinking we could maybe, reroute like this, but maybe that's a bit much. Maybe white's gonna play f3 at some point. Yeah, anyway. Interesting game anyway. Are they making moves, or are we thinking again? Are we deep in thought? I think something happened, did it? Yeah, exactly. Good. Thank you, somebody, for picking up my my movie references there. Just leave him there. Leave him lying there, Lula. Leave him at the board. He'll be sorted out. Wait, I can't see what happened. So there's a bishop on a3 and the pawn on f4. So probably this happened, I guess. Yeah, this looks like what happened, right? Let me just check it here. But hold on, 1 second. 1 second. Does this make any sense to you guys? Because if this is actually the move, I'm just trying to tell from the broadcast, but I think this is the move. Let's say it is for a second. What if we play queen e6? And now you can't take here anymore because actually I guess you can, but it's not going to be. I mean, you basically just gained a very important tempo. Like, let's say takes here. And do we have something really good here? I don't know. But it looks very unpleasant, doesn't it? Suddenly. Maybe this and this or something like this. And then, I don't know, knight comes in. It doesn't look nice. Yeah. And this does look, C5 says loot delivery guy. When do you mean? Here? No. Here doesn't really make sense. Oh, here's c5. But can you just take it? Or, I mean, I don't know, take with the pawn or take here. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I think if she plays queen e6, that would seem very good. Let's see, has she made a move? Yeah, queen e6, looks like she played that. Yeah, that's a very silly line that white played. That seems very, very suspect. Because now, I mean, you put yourself in the worst possible position. Now the queen's already on the right. I mean, there was also no real other square. I don't know what he calculated. And this looks very dodgy. Here, and here. And now, I mean, I'm sure there's something quite good. I mean, I think f3 and bishop h5 is probably decent. I would assume. But I'm sure there's also something better. I don't know. I mean, you could also take on a3 and do something and bring the rook in. Or take on a3 and, I don't know, bring the knight in. I mean, it's all not like super concrete, but it just looks much like, if we compared this to earlier, where white was like, had an easy attacking position, and then just started doing random stuff on the king side. See, this is why you play on the side of the board that you're strong on, and this is why you developed, why you develop. And I don't know, like, why even take the bishop? Just rook e8 straight away. Yeah, or that, sure, yeah, coffin, that's... I mean, everything looks, yeah, it looks very nice. I don't know, I mean, does rook e8, I was thinking, like, why not bring the other rook to e8? But, yeah, I guess, I mean, I don't know. Everything looks really good. f8, yeah, that's fine as well. Yeah, I mean, everything looks really good. It's almost hard to suggest like a bad move. So maybe, okay, let's also just go back. Let's say this is not like fully forced here. So he could also play knight e2 here, which might be better. So, I mean, here you could take here, but then maybe knight takes. So you could think about takes, and then take here, and then here or something. But that's a bit... I don't know. I mean, this definitely looks good. It's just a question of how you get to some key squares. And I mean, you do maybe have to do something about your knight eventually. So maybe even just, I don't know. Is it a waste of time to play 97 here? Probably not. I mean, probably can't hurt to even do that. I don't know. Just 97 and it looks very, very nice. Like, yeah, just looks much better for white. The other must be like -6. What an absolutely insane move from white. What, bishop a3 you mean? Yeah. Queen d3. Wait, sorry. I was looking at both chats. I don't know. Trade bishops here and put rook on open file. Like black has a lot of pressure. This is where you castle your king. Yeah, exactly. This is where you castle your king. As Coffin would say, did you know that castling is like cheating? Yeah. Bishop takes f8. Wait, sorry. So wait, you're saying 92 here? No, you can't do it now. Sorry, 92. Oh, sorry. White actually played bishop takes f8. Sorry. Oh, sorry. There's too many things happening, and I can't keep up with the camera. Wait, he played bishop f8. That's wild. Wait, sorry. What position are we in? Hold on. So here. Now we play bishop f8. That's mad, isn't it? Like, what? What's happening? Okay, now I know why you said what an insane move. That does look horrendous. Yeah. I mean, this is... he's been playing very dodgy chess, but he got a really good position, even though he was playing very dodgy chess. But now, I mean, he's going a bit too far, yeah? A bit too far. What do you do now? Like, now you activated another piece for no reason? I don't know, like, this guy is an absolute neglector of development. He likes to develop his opponent's pieces, but not necessarily his own. Can she take the knight? Well, probably also doable, but I mean, I don't know. Maybe, sure, why not? Okay, I mean, you gotta have to just do something like this. Maybe, I mean, it's a bit, I don't know, it's definitely not necessary. It's definitely not necessary. You're making it a lot more complicated than it needs to be, I think, if you do this. But I mean, maybe you can, like, give up an exchange. But I mean, yeah, just take the bishop, I think, is indicated. This is so simple. I think it's very unnecessary to take the knight. Let's just see what happened. Did I make a move? What is happening? Where's this sound coming from? Oh, somebody's raiding. Okay, hello. Sorry. Lille is raiding. Thank you. Thank you. Also playing. Did Lille win or what happened? What happened? Looking here at the Lee chessboards, it looks like yes, she probably won. But I mean, I would assume that taking the knight also wins in some way. With insanely high accuracy. Okay, well done. I don't know, what is the line here? If we take the knight. Oh, I mean, actually, okay, we can do this, right? Yeah, and then we're just winning a piece. So actually, white can't do that. Can they? Okay, somebody... the bot decided that your line was too offensive, apparently, Coffin. And f takes g3. Sorry. So f takes g3, bishop g7, g takes. Yeah, I think queen of f7 is better though, right? Than g takes f2. Because you're not gonna take back after this, right? You're gonna like do this or something, probably. Not that this is like. Oh wait, you're hanging a queen. Sorry, you're gonna go here or something. My bad. But you're gonna go here or something, maybe. Because I don't think you can survive if you take. Yeah, I agree. But if you do this, it just wins a piece. Almost looks like a movie theater with these. I was thinking, like, it looks a bit odd. But like, why are it's a bit of a strange playing hall. I was wondering about, like, where are the other games in the tournament? Is this just for streamers and for broadcasts, or what's happening? Yeah, I think king takes is not. Yeah, but anyway, hold on. Are they making moves? Oh, she did take the knight. Okay. I mean, also definitely good. I would have just taken the bishop and been like, okay, this is so winning. Probably that I don't need to do anything fancy. Actually, probably not. But as a commentator, you know, you go with the easy solutions. But yeah, this is easy enough because yeah, we have. I was thinking this could get a little bit complicated after here and here. But no, actually it doesn't, because we have queen of 7 and then it's easy. So, I mean, now white has to go back or something. I don't know. Maybe here. That doesn't really matter. I don't know, let's say bishop b4, and then we take. You still can't take. So, I don't know. I mean, this is over, yeah. This looks pretty over. Let's hope he hangs this bishop so we can go quickly and pick up Diana from work. So that would be a short day at the office. We like those. It looked like earlier we were jinxing Lula in a negative way, but now, because the opening looked very dodge from both sides, but white looked like they had a good position. But now he just blundered horribly a couple of times. So yeah. Wait, so what happened was takes, and bishop back to a3, I think. So this is the line right now, if I'm not mistaken. And okay, she's thinking again, but she's not really thinking. Surely she's going to take that pawn. I don't know what we're thinking about. This is fake thinking. I don't like fake thinking when we only have, 10 minutes on the clock or less maybe. Reminds me of Stuttgart. Oh yeah, and the arena you mean, or the arena, the hall, playing hall, yeah. Now after bishop a3, selecting the bishop was better. I mean, yeah, maybe. I mean, at least I guess after this, white still has some sort of life, but it does also look, I mean, this also looks very, very lost. I mean, you have to still do something as black here. I guess that's the one thing. If you take the bishop, you barely have to do anything. But maybe this is the, cleaner way. Objectively, maybe she's, yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's so many weaknesses. Like, you can't even do anything with your pieces. It just looks awful for white. Let's just say that. Just either way is lost. You feel like white will win. Why are you being such a pessimist here? Come on. Lula's gonna win this blindfolded. Maybe. I mean, it is true that white still has some, attack. And our knight is still a little bit silly. We need to fix it. And, I mean, also, we have some pieces that are not the best. But, I mean, white's position is in shambles. So, I think we can trust Lula to win this. Way too far from castling. I don't know if castling is necessarily on the cards here anymore. Way too far as in like never reaching it. Like all the way removed. Did they really start at the same time? The thing is they've been playing so incredibly slowly. I don't know why. And Lula, okay, she has taken. And I guess guy played king d2, so I think this is the position. Did somebody raid or something? Hold on 1 second. No. Somebody gift something? I don't know. Sorry. Whatever happened, shout out to whatever they did, Yeah, I mean, Lua is already very low on time. I agree. Like, you need to make some natural moves here. I mean, just, I don't know, play knight d7 or something useful. I mean, knight d7 can't be bad. Like, it's definitely a good move. Actually, in fact, I would play knight d7, knight b6, knight c4, all pre-moved, Ding, ding, ding. What can you even do here as white? Because if you trade off your bishop, then you're going to get hit with this, and this is going to be protected with a pawn, and you're going to get mated, and all that, so... That would be my bullet plan, you know, pre-move, 3 moves, and see what happens. Now, you know, we might not do that in real life, but as a plan, might as well start with 97. Might as well start with that. Might as well play it quickly because, you know, this game seems like a chesser, and we're entering prime chessing territory. Yeah, he definitely seems like a chesser. That was definitely a chess player's opening. My goodness. Like, everything about this was, yeah. It does feel like a bullet position, doesn't it? It does. It does feel... Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, white can't really do that much. I mean, okay, realistically, we're going to push some pawns, I suppose, at some point. But that's only going to make black's position better. But you never know what happens with low time. You never know. I mean, a troll opening, but it worked out well. I think white was clearly better. How many moves till 40? I think we're on move 18 right now. And she still hasn't made a move. Okay, rook e8, I think. That's a bit of... not my favorite move of all time. Not my favorite move, but fine. It's fine. Just make it quickly next time. I mean, it's a bit of a strange move. I don't get it. Why this rook to e8? It does technically improve the position. Yeah, but why didn't we put the other rook on e8? Wouldn't that have improved the position more? Like, this rook is the one that's not doing anything. This could eventually open up. That is a question for the ages. I mean, look, even, let's say, other rook to e8, and then we have some c5 ideas. I don't know. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We're so winning. We're so winning that it doesn't matter. Rook e8. Fine. I'm a little bit... I don't know how much time we have, but can't be much because she just played it now, and there's 10 minutes on the clock, so... Can't be that many moves. But maybe he was thinking for part of that time. But she might have like 5 minutes, so we can be a little bit worried, I suppose, about the time. She might want the other on f8. Yeah, well, I mean, there is a bit... Is there a bishop still on a3? Are we having the correct position? I don't think you can go to f8. I think it looks like 5:45. Yeah, that's very possible. I can't see anything, to be honest. But it's possible, yeah. 5 minutes seems like a time she could have. But okay, the other guy's also short on time. And now he's thinking again, not making a move. I mean, it's kind of hard for him because the lad has no moves that are good. Odd move, yeah. I guess knight g4 or knight f5. And then ed4. Yeah, definitely. I mean, it is true that there are some problems, but maybe you play bishop, I don't know, maybe you play bishop e2, and then rook e1, rook f1. I don't know. Maybe you don't need to move the rook, just bishop e2. Just to keep the knight out of the square, which is kind of... But okay, knight f5 is still a thing, yeah? That's true. It's true! I'm not denying it. It is correct, what you're saying. I mean, yeah, it is still crushing, of course. So, whatever we do, we're gonna do well, probably. I mean, I just wish that you would develop this knight. You know, this is really a piece we would like in the game at some point. Like, we shouldn't make the same mistake. Just because white hasn't been developing, doesn't mean we shouldn't develop our pieces. In my opinion. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But it is hard to see what exactly white does here. Because you do have to like sort of defend. But it's not easy to defend. Because like yeah, eventually you're also gonna take here and here and here and I don't know. It's all in shambles. Well, let's see. Are they moving? Still not made a move. My goodness, this guy. He's gonna be even lower than Lula on time at this point. At the rate he's going. Very strange game, this one. Very strange game. But it looks good. I mean, Lula's doing well. Weathered the storm, just, making some normal moves, and the guy went crazy. That is the wisdom in chess playing. You just wait for the other guy to make a silly thing. A boo-boo, you might say. And yeah, I don't know. Diana is going to be done with work soon, so I don't know how the transport situation will develop. He's gonna flag at this rate. I don't know how much time he has, but it can't be that much. He can't have more than can't have more than 5 minutes, right? It can't have much more than 5 minutes anyway. But maybe he's coming to terms that his position is lost, and now he needs to find moves that make it slightly tricky. But it's hard to do that here. Not easy. I guess that is what hard means. Oh, I'm so tired. This is, I think, the effect of commentating on a single game. Krishik once was asked whether a perfect game had 0 mistakes, and he replied, no, it's all the mistakes by the opponent. Nice. Yeah, I mean, that is true. I mean, there were a bunch of mistakes by both sides in the opening. Well, actually, I wouldn't say White made many mistakes in the opening. It just played a bit curiously. And, like, at the end of the opening, he made a bunch of mistakes by not developing his pieces ever and refusing to make anything but pawn moves. But he was definitely better out of the opening, and his tricky stuff sort of worked. Sorry, house group chat. Speaking of mistakes, can you guess the accuracy of the last raider today? Oh, what was Lile's accuracy? I'll say 97.1%. Get your guesses out in chatters. That's a cramping score, indeed. Well, actually, Diana was commentating on a game in the German Amateur Championships by Katharina, a German streamer, and she had a 99% accuracy game. I mean, to be fair, her opponent kind of blundered a bit, but it was still like, you know, Kramnik scores all over the place. Um, 98.1. Wow, very nice. Even higher than that. Guy's still thinking. What's happening here? Did he move? No, he didn't. Right? Am I missing something? I think. Is he just gonna let his clock run out? Like, how much time can he have? I'm very confused. He must have, like, he must be down to, like, I don't know, 3 minutes? Can't have much more than that. You can't have much more than that. Everyone is at Maia, yeah. Actually, we would have gone there as well, but Diana, we had tickets to an Adele concert in Munich, so we didn't. And also Diana's going to Coldplay concert as well in Dublin, so Diana's too busy to play chess. But Diana is playing into the Olympiad, where you can catch commentary on Diana's channel and on my channel. So Diana Mirza and 17. My streaming journey is about to start because I need to get working and I need to be productive. And streaming is the way I'm going to do it. I will be writing or finishing my thesis and or working on my thesis and working on another research project to finish up, and we'll be doing some chess work. So if you're interested in stuff like that, give me a follow. Research is in political science, so if you're into that sort of thing. You have a nice voice. Oh, thank you. Streaming will be good for me. The thing is, my voice actually gets like sore very easily. We did commentary, like I did commentary with Diana for a weekend and my voice was actually ruined. I don't know. That was in winter, so maybe I just had a cold, but my voice isn't up to such things. I'm not a big talker, you know, so this is not my forte. Or at least my voice isn't used to it. I like babbling nonsense, but I usually do it in my head, so my vocal cords remain unaffected. Anyway, is this guy gonna make a move? Oh yeah, he did. Okay. What did he play? Rook h3, as far as I can tell. Curious. I mean, not ridiculous, I suppose. Oh, no, not that, sorry. Wait, how can I get rid of that? No. Hello. Rook h3. He can't, I think he's gonna be down to like 2 minutes or something now. So he's gonna be blitzing for the rest of the game. Well, what we hope will be the rest of the game, because they are only at move 19. So both of them are very short on time. Lula is already down to like 5 and a bit minutes. So she also can't, like, I'm a bit worried, you know, because she's crushing on the position, but it's not like the position, does the position play itself? I mean, you still have to be a little bit careful, let's say. Because white, you know, maybe you're going to get attacked by some pawns and you need to make sure to develop your pieces still and not hang anything. I mean, it's not like white has a position where he's going to have loads of tactics, but you are sort of the one who has the initiative, so you need to be doing things. So it could be stressful under time pressure. Okay, she made a move. Bishop f5. Okay, probably okay. Bit superficial, but I mean, I guess he wants rook g3, I would assume, because otherwise you're hanging stuff. I mean, oh, actually, okay, listen. So rook g3 could be a move. You could also think about rook f3 here and then just give up this rook because it was a bit useless. It was a bit useless. And now play something like, I don't know, e5 now, or I don't know what you do, to be honest. Rook b1. I don't know. It doesn't really. Oh wait, no, never mind. You're running into e4. So actually, you have to do something that moves your queen. So maybe queen b1, and let's say takes, and then you're trying to get this. Shouldn't work ever, to be honest. But okay, let's see. What did he do? Rook g3. Okay, that makes. I mean, that's to be expected, to be honest. That might have been an idea, but I don't know. It's a little bit weird. And now, okay, Lula doesn't have much time, and let's say a move like bishop f5 looks to me like you're a bit stressed. It's like, okay, I'm gonna make a move that I can make quickly, and it attacks your thing, so you need to move it. Which is, I mean, I think is a good move, but it doesn't scream like we calculated a huge plan. But yeah, it's not easy. I hope she's definitely in such a good position she can just take a deep breath and rook h3 is the ultimate chesser move. I think taking on g3 made so much more work. Taking on g3. Oh yeah, right. Yeah, that's true. I mean, taking on f3 might have been a bit more complicated than playing rook takes f8. But I think, I mean, this looks also brilliant. So we're not gonna criticize it or anything. There's a funny way he can lose after ed4, bishop takes e2. And whichever piece takes, I think queen e1 just wins. Yeah, that is a trick sometimes. Yeah, it's true. Way too many pieces on the board. Yeah, I agree. Like, that's why I think also rook takes f8 might have been just simpler, because like this bishop is like, I don't know, it is white's decent piece here, and it's a bit annoying. Whereas this knight wasn't really great shakes. But anyway, it definitely doesn't play itself. Yeah, I was just trying to be optimistic because I was trying to say she's definitely not gonna mess it up in time trouble. That was my thing that I was saying with it plays itself. But yeah, it doesn't really. It's true. Wait, so what did you play? Okay, guy captured on g7, but what did you play? I can't quite see it. Oh, she played knight d7, I think, yeah? Knight d7. Oh yeah, knight d7, rook takes g7. Okay. I guess we continue with our pre-move plan that I was outlining earlier. Or what's the plan here? She can't have much. They both must be down to very low time indeed. So I hope, yeah. I mean, this looks incredibly good still. This looks incredibly winning. Maybe also knight g4 now, kind of trapping the rook a bit. The thing is, I mean, also, I don't know, this. Yeah, actually, this now, yeah. You can do this, right? And here. Or, if here. We can now do this, maybe, yeah? Yeah. Actually, yeah. This is the thing. Yeah, bishop. This is forced mate. Yeah, it might well be. To be honest, I Bishop takes e2 is definitely winning. I agree. I think that is very clean, probably. Yeah. I agree. This is not a thing. Because like earlier, at least you could have taken with this pawn and your e pawn was still defended while the rook was on g3. But now that it's not, you can just do this. Let's see. Wait. Let me get the board up. Is she gonna play it? It can be hard. Like from my own experience, like it can be very hard to see these knockouts, like in high pressure situations. In time trouble, like sometimes you just see ghosts and then you think like, oh, it doesn't work for some reason, and you. Okay, she didn't play it. She played knight f6, I believe. Okay. What's the idea? I mean, I guess you want to jump in here and take here or something. Yeah, also probably pretty good. Unless you're giving anything up. I don't think she is. I don't think it's there's a problem with this move. I think this is completely fine. I mean, also, again, this is still a thing. But I mean, if she doesn't do it now, she's not going to do a next move either, probably. Looks winning. He chessed too hard. He definitely chessed a bit too hard. He made 2 moves in a row. Like, at this point, even making 2 moves in a row still. Yeah, it's definitely still winning stuff. Like, this can't really spoil anything. Like, white still has a move to waste on defending against this, right? Like, if it's even possible to defend. I don't know, like, rook g3, and I'm sure we have something. Like, rook g3, knight h5, rook moves, and then then we do it again, right? So she wants 94. Yeah, I mean, 94 is also a threat as well. Which, I mean, you know, not as much of a threat as the other thing, but still a big threat. I mean, let's say, I don't know, bishop b4 maybe. But then again, like, I would probably play bishop b4 here because I would think, okay, she didn't do it now, she's not going to do it next move. Knight f6 is probably winning. Yeah, I mean, definitely still winning. Oh, sorry. King c1. Oh, hold on. I'm very bad at spotting moves. King c1 he played. Okay. He takes. Is that correct? I don't know. I mean, is this correct? Did this happen? E takes? Because now, I mean, we can take with the knight, right? Ew. I didn't like this at all. Resigned? What? 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 Sorry? Did he flag or something? What's happening? Isn't this the best position he's had all game? Like, what? What? Yeah, probably he flagged, I assume. Because you don't resign here. He flagged. But this is surely a bad move, right? Like, this last move, ED. This is like the... I don't know, is it that bad anymore for white? I mean, it's probably still bad, but we have a piece that's useful now. Like, I don't know, this and this. I mean, it's really bad still. But at least none of the tactics work anymore, and we have pieces that make sense. And I mean, now, I think here, in this last position, it's anyone's game in time trouble. Like, I don't know. Like, white's king is now, like, not mated anymore, or, like, you know. Phew! Yeah, probably still winning, but thumbs down. Did he give a thumbs down? He's like, ooh, I played badly, or something. Damn, that was. What in the world was that? I don't know. That was very odd. Well, in the end, I mean, in the end, flagging here, your opponent flagging here is a bit fortunate, to be honest, because here I think it's not easy at all. It's not easy at all anymore. Whew. Well done, Lula. That was good. She was crushing for a while. In the end, I'm not sure if she still is crushing. I'm definitely not as sure if she still is crushing. But also, how do you flag after this move? Like, what are you thinking about after this specific move? Like, oh, there's only one move that makes any sense, right? I'm very confused. Anyway, okay. Well, Anna Yolanda. Who's this? I don't know. Anna Yolanda? Is that Anna Kremlin? Okay, yes. Well, anyway, that is the game. I don't know. Was it planned that we do like an interview or something? I didn't get any information about this. So I don't know. Chat, let me know. Does Lula usually do post game interviews? I mean, this was definitely a crazy game because it only lasted like how many moves? 22. Yeah, that was quite intense for such a short game. Because in the opening it looked really bad, then it looked like completely winning. But in time trouble. And now in the end I'm really worried about her position. Well, not really worried as in like she's gonna lose, but really worried as in like that would have been very, challenging to play with no time. Looks like her opponent's still with her. Maybe they're gonna analyze together. Who knows? What do you guys think about this camera angle, by the way? I don't know. Like, Diana has had this for a while. I always think, I don't know, like you can't see someone's eyes. It's like I'm ignoring chat. I'm not looking at you guys. Well, listen, I mean, I think it makes, like, I think you can definitely lose on time in, like, a position where you don't see the move, or you don't see any sensible move, and you're like, oh, I don't know what to do, or it's like 50-50 between, and you just can't make your mind up which one you're going to do, you can't figure it out. But this one, there's only one move that makes sense, and that keeps you in the game, and that actually makes your position as good as it hasn't been since you blundered very badly. So I don't know. Bit odd. Oh, okay. They're gonna.
And then I find it like how quickly that it would be okay.
Oh boy.
I actually thought it was quite safe.
So they're gonna analyze. I'll just let you guys listen to them.
I had exactly the same when somebody tried to kill me. And it was okay.
Yeah, I think it's also, it's not, I feel like there's a lot of choice. I think more because it's so much fun. Like I have so many.
We can also hear Anna Kramling in the back.
Yeah, this is better. I agree because this bishop is better. Yeah, I agree.
So what did not Henry? Which was
No, I castled first. You played yes, and then I castled. Yeah, and I was considering playing king b8 because I thought if here then I go this way because if then I can be here. Yeah, so I had to play king b8 first, but I didn't decide to do that. I decided to get back. So
You're leaving? I'm going to stick with the game. Oh, I'll just yeah.
So yeah, maybe 1 second. I'll try to follow along in the.
Less stuff.
Analysis. Maybe they're around.
Yes, you play h4.
Okay, I hate this just a
And
common
then-
analysis. Absolutely useless.
Yeah, I thought you were going to do this earlier. I figured I would just go like this or something. I was
Okay, so
always a
they're
little
here.
bit worried about my queen and
After knight
pawn being on
b8.
the same diagonal.
I think, yeah. I don't know if they consider it knight a5, but that would have
But
almost definitely been much better.
knight belongs to d7, f8,
Played h.
and then g6.
No,
No?
not yet. You can play this.
Oh, it's my turn.
Maybe.
So a4 was played here.
Every knight here.
Yeah.
I thought maybe they
Trying to
would
reconstruct
go
the
this way, but it wasn't. And then you play this. So we come doing it and I played here. And then you played here.
His rating was
And then here I was
1700.
afraid of my bishop being stuck. So I came back.
So pretty close in rating.
I'll just come this way. Because I thought you wanted your bishop here. I didn't know.
Yeah, yeah.
Final position is -2, so Bastien in a while. Yeah, I mean, I think if he takes with the knight, it definitely gets. I mean, yeah, I mean, black is probably still definitely winning, but it looks difficult.
I
It looks
think your
difficult.
queen was just a bit
You
unsafe.
don't have any.
Not yet.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's true.
Okay, let me see. Where are they?
And then I play, I think this, right? Or no, not yet. Okay, let me get the sheets.
No, I mean, it was right, Lula. It was f5 that you played. They
Oh, you have.
they're searching for their game score sheets, but it was a5.
Yeah, exactly.
In this
So
position?
I realized like she can't go knight. She's like,
Or-
so actually,
I'm pretty
I
sure.
felt like my knight was a bit clumsy. Like I didn't really know what the thing was.
We're being gaslit
Yeah,
into thinking
what
that
the
wasn't
thing
the
was with
move.
my knight over there, but I just
Not bad.
yeah, I think it's just
Yes, a 5.
C2.
Knight c2.
Yeah, and here instead of knight c2, probably bishop e2 would have been better.
yes.
Would have been a little bit less complicated.
I
And here he tricked himself. He very much tricked himself.
maybe.
Just forced her to
Because
find
take,
some only moves. Definitely a crazy game. Very interesting.
and if you take here, I can take here. And if you take
Was
here, I
she
can
very
maybe
sad
check
yesterday,
here.
or what happened
So
yesterday?
I felt okay with this.
Okay.
I guess she's on half out of 3, so I guess
Maybe,
maybe she wasn't so having such a good tournament.
playing it over.
But now it's good. I mean, she's probably gaining
Yeah,
some
I mixed
rating
up the lines, I think.
on 1.5 out of
But yeah, that
4.
makes sense. Was there anything
-1
else that I
on
did wrong
it's
during the game?
a reasonably strong tournament.
Was
I guess.
G5 bad? Like you said you didn't like the goals are bad?
Yeah, getting 2 at the same time. You're getting good values, chat. Good
Why do you
value.
sound so sad when you're saying it?
Okay, now I can't see what's going on anymore. His hand is in front of the.
No, worries. So you're guy.
Okay, I guess he's saying what if he had played
And then I
h5?
thought-
Computer was enough patterns.
And she was saying f5 here, or what? I'm confused.
But then I can take.
Here? No. What are they saying?
Both pieces are good. I'm more of a stockfish. It's not good. It's like
If you take this one, it's very weak, I think.
Okay, the hand was blocking what they were doing. I'm a bit confused.
Exactly.
I'm not sure. Maybe you can go back and do something.
Pawn takes on e4. What moment is this? Oh, I was thinking pawn takes on e4. Then I thought knight takes, and then I wanted to
I don't know.
make rook
I don't know
takes
exactly
work,
what they're
because I
analyzing.
thought that if
Because his hand is
bishop
always
takes
in the way
f6, rook
when he
takes
makes moves.
e2, and then queen takes e2, queen takes f6. But then I thought that he goes
You can just play something like this.
queen
Like,
takes e4, and then I was considering g5 in that instance
and then
instead.
During the-
Threatening both the bishop and the queen.
Bishop
But
into
then I
the.
just thought that
Yeah.
g5 in the main instance was better.
I don't think there's anything immediate. Yes. No.
I'm not entirely
you
sure
could
what
do
they're
it.
But
talking
I
about.
think on c6 as well.
I think it was like this,
No?
and
I
then
was scared
I'm
about
not
it. I was
it's
scared
this.
about
this.
G5,
That's right,
I don't
this,
think you want to take
this,
c6. I was looking
this,
at like rook
this.
a6.
or
Or
something.
okay, I guess I
Some
can take the
pressure
bishop
on
as well
this
because everything is the
But you can
I guess I
defend
don't
it.
have to go
It's no
rook
problem.
a6. So I can take the bishop, but then I thought
I guess B5 isn't hanging. Yeah,
Then maybe I.
yeah. I guess
Just
I
take
guess
care.
sometimes when I don't really understand exactly what's happening
then
in
she wanted
position,
this?
This
get
knight
kind of worried. But I did see all of
I think you
it.
did.
Or-
I think it
Oh,
was
he
hard to
wanted
bring it over.
Yeah. Yeah. But so this is just much better.
I don't know. I think maybe just maybe in the opening you are just a bit too calm. Like maybe you need to be a bit quicker with the pieces. You think?
Yeah, I think this
Yeah,
was
but-
something like this. They.
Basically, this piece is
Yeah,
not.
that's true.
I don't know.
realize that
Luna said he
Wi-Fi
was a
is
bit
so
too
calm,
calm,
like,
but
I just
actually,
thought after this whole thing,
I don't know. I think he was a bit not calm enough because he went a little bit crazy and only pushed
No,
pawns.
I agree. What I wanted
Like here,
to
he can be
highlight
calm and play bishop e2
as bad
and be
news
better.
was
And he
like,
was definitely
stroke,
solidly
and
better
then maybe the queen here and here and
if he
this
just
kind
plays
of
some
thing.
normal developing moves. But
Yeah.
he went a
Because
bit
then
crazy
I'm not
with
so
the
stressed
pawns
about the light squares.
and thought he could do something
And
immediate
just
and then
go like this, or basically the queen is not there.
yeah. And
Yeah,
then
he
bishop
wants to
a3
play
was
queen
just
here.
very silly
Unless I have to.
because he forced
Yes.
the queen to
Yes.
a6 to e6 and then yeah everything fell apart basically. Oh, are they restarting? Too much confusion?
Yeah, that was a
Or are they done?
But it's weakening when the opposite colors.
Pawn made it to the background.
Okay.
Okay, I think they might be done. Or ran out of ideas.
You're weak on.
Yeah, sure.
Right?
Can I just go
Teaching him chess.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always funny when yeah. Sometimes people say things in analysis and you're like, that sounds funny.
What is bishop f5? Oh, yeah.
No, so they are setting it up again, and I think they've just lost track of what the position was.
It's
It's annoying.
I'd say, okay,
Yeah.
why not thinking that
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I didn't see this. I don't know what I've seen.
night here and I changed. So
Yeah.
I tried to figure out that with this
Yeah.
in the game.
He tried to figure it out, he said.
Yeah.
Right, because you
I mean,
you can put here
if you played this opening, it feels like
so this
it's
is
something you should have encountered at some point.
not
F6 doesn't seem like too crazy. It's like the fourth most common move.
It was I had a lot of fun today. I had a lot of fun.
To try and demonstrate this that I was right, so maybe I was wrong. But
This was your last game.
I think that you're right. These
Because
were
I want-
weak for sure. This all was weak. This light square diagonal. But I guess I sacrificed like my knight was not so useful here, but it was a good defender of all of these squares.
but what if I tried to look in this way? Because
But your king was in there.
I haven't sung yet.
Your king was in the middle, so but I can't.
Lula pointing out to him the magic of castling. We like it, we like it.
how do we do it on the if I gave this?
Would it be useful to maybe put your king somewhere that's not right in the middle of everything? Yes, it would. Yes,
I
it would.
thought
If you don't look at it,
Very
of
courteous.
I get it.
I
Yeah.
thought maybe just here. And then later
It is pretty
if I
cool.
need
It
to
is pretty
take,
cool.
Then
Z2 all.
I can
You cannot now the same way, right?
no, it's not the same.
That is my idea.
Okay.
So I can.
They are very behaved. They are very behaved.
This stuff. How many can you do? Right? So that was the idea. And this the idea behind it should be possible.
Okay.
Okay? Very nice.
Yeah.
I think that
Yeah.
it's quite different. Okay. It's fun.
Yeah. Are you having a fun tournament? No? Oh really?
Sorry.
Anyway, about one of our.
Okay, now they're just talking.
You know, because I can say.
Just chatting. Oh, he's waving.
Um,
He's saying hello to us, chat.
yeah, I think
Maybe having a camera is actually
I think
magic.
I was a bit lucky that you did not go off aggressive.
Like, if you put a camera on people, maybe they just tend to
I
play
wasn't
crazy
sure what
moves.
to do. Like you said, if you
Who
had
knows?
played like this, I wasn't so sure. I thought I would have to be a bit more, yeah. Yeah.
But you felt confident?
She said-
Or.
I did not. Yes. Because yesterday I played in 1950, and he pushed all his pawns at my king, and I survived. I lost the game at the end, but I survived the kingside attack. So because I went through it just yesterday, I was like, my king is probably okay. Yeah.
That's
So-
that's interesting. I mean, saying from last game, her king was still safe in this game.
So I think
That's funny.
Yesterday I was very pessimistic.
I like that though. I
I was
mean,
quite
she has
expecting
confidence
it, and it
about
wasn't.
defending now after
So
she
I
did it
thought
once.
maybe I need to be like a bit
Can be risky
Yeah.
because it's a different position, and she definitely was in a bit of danger if her opponent actually gone for some kingside play, queenside play. Sorry.
March. I played in Reykjavik and I slept. So that was one, but not that many. Maybe like 3 or 4 a year. Ish. 300. It's big. It's really big. It's really nice. Very professional tournament. It's really nice. But cold. Really cold. The still worst part. It was like snowy.
Yes. Reykjavik, actually a great tournament if anybody
I
ever
need
wants
to
to.
speak with the people online.
Play tournament, that is
You don't
definitely
mind?
a very
Okay.
good one.
Thank you for the game.
Wait, was this guy's first game? Because it says 0 out of 1 here on chess.com.
Okay, guys,
But
I'm just getting my headphones
Oh,
because
there
I
we
brought
go.
them today, and then I will be able to talk. Sorry, delay.
Okay, Lula's gonna come
My
in.
opponent wanted to analyze. Usually they don't. Usually no one gets to analyze. Okay, maybe I don't have my headphones. I really thought I did. Hold on, let me open chat. I can open chat.
Exactly. You look at my mom's games too.
Okay, chat, get the congratulations out. If you're still here, if you're still
Okay,
present.
maybe I don't have my
Lula
headphones.
can't hear
They're
us.
missing. I'm gonna say that. My headphones are missing. Okay, so I don't have audio, but I can read. I can read chat. So, that was such an interesting post-game analysis because he was trying to tell me he was trying to tell me that I had like I was going to lose my pawn or something. I don't know, something so strange. I don't understand what he did at any point in that game. I don't understand. I don't understand why he did not castle. I don't understand why he let me take with check. I don't understand why he thought he could checkmate me.
Okay,
It was very strange. Okay, guys, I don't know anything about Shortowski, but JJ, my coach, had said at one point in time, he said, there's an F6 thing you can do. And so I figured maybe there was an F6 thing.
We will see how that goes.
I don't know if I was worse in the opening, like if I was losing in the opening. After my break, because his position was quite good.
Okay, people, I'm gonna go get
I don't believe in him though.
I am very, very tired.
I'm still wondering for resigning the game. You thought it was better? I considered instead of knight b8, I considered knight a5. I considered knight a5, and then I didn't really want to play b6 after queen a4. Yeah, I didn't really want to play b6. I thought about playing knight c4. And even sacking on a7, but I didn't really want to. If I'd wanted to put the knight there immediately, I would have played king b8 instead of d5, but I thought playing in the center was not a bad idea, especially because he did not move his king. So I think that the fact that he had not developed really around his king or got his king safe, I didn't feel very scared, to be honest. I don't know if I should have been scared, like if there was a real like risky point. But yeah, it was not really. I don't know. I think after yesterday, the attack was much scarier yesterday, and so I was not really afraid today. And he flagged, guys. I don't know if you realized he didn't resign the game. He flagged. So he was going to keep playing for sure. But yeah, I don't know if there was if I missed some tactics towards the end because we were both very low on the clock.
It's okay, I don't mind.
Okay. But yeah, he He played so slowly, and we both played really slowly. We only got to move 22. It's crazy because after knight takes d4, it's not easy at all anymore. For me, yeah, I thought after knight takes d4, I thought I had maybe could I not take on e3 then? I don't remember. Was taking on e3 not possible? I don't remember. Though I thought I saw something, but basically he had, oh, rook takes? No, guys, the rook was on g7. The rook cannot take me. The rook is on g7. He took my g7 pawn. So queen takes king b2 and white's pieces at least make a bit of sense. Okay, I think I have long-term advantage of the passed pawn, I guess. But the most annoying thing I think is the bishop stopping my rook from coming to f8. Because it's a bit harder to defend the pawn. But I think maybe then I just put a knight on either. I can put a knight on g4. I can put a knight on e4 if I want to. And like I think I'm better for sure. And I think that in time trouble, because we're both playing with less than 1 minute, we'd have to play another 18 moves to get to time control. And I think in that position, it's much easier for me to play with low clock. But yeah, he flagged, so we win. It always feels a bit weird when somebody loses on time in a classical game. It's happened to me before, not in a while. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go. I don't think he was having fun time at the end, to be honest. I was having fun time. Weird opening. I didn't really understand anything about it. It was very strange. I felt like it was, oh, I did have my headphones, my bad. I felt like it was against everything I knew about chess. But let me raid somewhere, and Patrick is able to end after that. Thank you so much to Diana and Patrick for commentating. I hope you enjoyed the game, maybe, potentially. I guess I will raid who is still streaming is maybe Alessia or Adriana, because they're playing each other. So let me check. Okay, yeah, I will raid Adriana. And I will see you guys tomorrow, but I have to tell you that tomorrow's round is at 10 a.m. local time. So I will be playing in the morning. So that if you don't come in the afternoon and expect that to be a game, because it is in the morning. So I'll see you guys tomorrow morning for round 6. And recap for round 3 will be up tonight, and round 4 tomorrow. So sorry it's a bit delayed. But bye guys. Thank you so much, Patrick. Thank you so much, Diana. And yeah, bye.
All right, bye everybody.
Okay, you can end stream anytime. I don't know if you want to raid on your end as well.
Yeah.
If you're restreaming to Diana's. I'm sorry I can't hear you guys. The audio on my laptop is really messed up. Anyway, I'm gonna go.
Okay, bye.
Talk to you soon. Bye.
All right. Sorry, my keyboard died at the end there, so I couldn't type anything. Oh, she's gone. So I couldn't type anything. Sorry about that. I don't know. You guys can't see me either anymore. That's okay. Because we were on Zoom. But anyway, that's okay. I'll end the stream here as well. Can somebody write out a raid command, because I don't have access to a keyboard anymore? Would that be possible? I don't know. Whoever you want. I'll just copy and paste it. Is that possible for you guys to do? Actually, hold on. I can type it on my phone into chat. that is something I can do. I hate this new Twitch app. What the hell? That was awful. Let's try to do /read. Who's streaming? Key Whiskey. That's top on Diana's follow list, so let's do that one. I'll just type it out and then. Really? Come on. Okay, can you rate Waterford Wizard? That doesn't work for me for some reason. Yeah, somebody you can just go for it. Whoever, doesn't really matter. But I was gonna go for Key Whiskey, but that's only because she was on the first thing on Diana's follow list. But anyone is fine. Doesn't matter. Just some chess person. Okay. Are we going for it? Is it working or what's happening? Yeah, just anyone. Whoever you want. Anyone is fine. I just can't type anymore, so that's the problem. Okay, actually I can also write it to myself here. Never mind, I'll just type it to myself and copy paste it, if that works. There we go. All right, I'll raid. I'll see you guys next time, or Diana will. And maybe I'll start streaming tomorrow, so be on the lookout. Join if you want to. Bye bye.